Hey, I just had the best workout. Had to tell you about it. I am used to working on these deficiencies. Literally for years, I've been working on these deficiencies in my body, like just, imbalances. And I, for years, and then sometimes I just kind of ignore them because it's like frustrating and it's easier. I just want to like go for it and want to have fun and work out and want to push myself. And my body's really amazing that it knows how, that it can like find a new way of doing something, right? It works around the deficiencies or the injuries or the weaknesses, such as life, right? We find ways to work around our soft spots, or the areas of, maybe weakness. So, same thing. Our bodies find a way to work around these things. And so, for years, my body's been finding a way to work around some deficiencies in my movement and some imbalances. And I've been spending the last 6 weeks or so training to strengthen these areas and to pretty much reprogram my brain and not recruiting these other areas and instead going straight to those weak spots, those spots that are just not quite caught up with the rest of me, right? Or that imbalanced side. And in doing so, it's been so rewarding. I mean, so much so, like, I was surprised today that I went to do a movement that normally I would be entering very cautiously. So I did like normal. I entered very cautiously into position, and I went to pull the bar, and it just like I just pulled it up, and it was kind of like, oh wait, okay, it was like I was not expecting it to just move so well, and it took me a few reps to realize I'm not like struggling around that deficiency anymore. I'm not struggling around that weakness anymore. Like, oh, I can just move this bar. Like, it was something that was so uncomfortable and so awkward for so long. I'd had to think about it so hard, to be like, okay, press into the floor with that right foot and like engage those glutes on the outer side, it's all these things, and make sure my breath is like in my core and all of it, right? And just like move as one. I'm just having all these cues in my head and usually I'd have to really think my way through this, and this time I was like, wait, I don't even have to, I'm not scared. Like, I'm not worried about my lower back right now. I'm not worried about not engaging. So how cool is that? Because it's just like something that was uncomfortable was now natural. And look at how many times that happens in life where we're trying to start off like a new way of being or a new habit or just a new way of showing up in the world, where it starts out totally uncomfortable, awkward, like you have to think about it so hard, you maybe even like a little bit afraid. And I mean, to know that you can get it to the point that you can eventually show up, even as like little 6 weeks, like that's not that long to completely rewire something in my brain and just be like second nature, like, wow, look at, I'm just like moving this. And then my confidence started building. And so my next set was stronger and stronger and stronger, right? So totally same as life, same as like starting new habits in life and adopting new ways of healthy living. They might be uncomfortable at first, awkward, uncomfortable. You might have to really think about it. And with some practice and with some practice of like going straight to that discomfort spot, like, it's not just practice of any kind. It has to be practice of the right kind, practice of addressing that area. So, in a lot of times we'll have a weak spot in our life, and I'm going to say it, a weak spot, like a weakness, some area that we need to work on, or some pain spot, some painful area in our life, some fearful part of our life, and we resist it and we don't want to deal with it and we don't like it and we try to push it away. But that is the area, that's the spot, that's the soft spot, the weakness. That is like the key to your next growth potential, like your next step, like your up level. Those little soft spots, those, imbalances, those deficiencies, maybe those undeveloped muscles, is the key to reaching your next level of potential. How about that?